Good morning. I can't pick that card yet. I have to start first. It is Sunday. It's time for our soul set meditation, and I am using my Take Care of Yourself or Take Good Care of You Every Day cards by Maribeth Helen. And they are just sort of little words and phrases. And so I thought we would let the words and phrases come to us. Where can you set a boundary? I like that one. We did that, I think, last week, didn't we? And there is trust in what you cannot see. And vulnerability is a channel to strength. So for me, these cards are about trusting with that internal part of you, trusting the inner sense of knowingness that is aligned with the true identity of who you are, that is aligned with the love that you are. And when we set boundaries, we are simply saying no to those things that are not in alignment with that love, with that truth, and even with that vulnerability that we feel when we go against the grain. And in that vulnerability, we trust what we cannot see. And that is where our strength comes from, because that knowingness of who we are and that listening to that intuition, that inner voice that quietly whispers to us the truth of things for us, and what our truth in love is, feels very vulnerable here, because again, this is sort of that polar opposite world, if you will. But that's our strength. By remembering that we're not bodies, that we are not the vulnerable material beings that we think we are, our strength really comes out. And worst case scenario, we, like Jesus, have our body destroyed. That the truth remains that we are not our bodies, and there is nothing that happens to us. And when we can understand that, that fear of harm sort of dissipates a little bit. We're not asking you to walk out in front of a train or a bus, or, not look both ways before you cross the street. We're not asking you to play Russian roulette, if you will. We are asking you to trust, and we are asking you to begin to say no to those things that are not aligned with love. And we know that by listening to how we are feeling about certain things. Your fear will arise like a football team breaking out of the paper display that they burst through, or when they are running for their touchdown. Your intuition that says no will be just a feeling of not being aligned, that something's off. And it's okay to pause and say, hey, let me get back to you, so that you can consider and listen again. That's perfectly okay. So I think today what we will do is, let's just do a very brief aligning meditation, so that we can align with our higher self. And hopefully this is on something that, there we go. All right. So allow yourself, this is called Life in Balance, by the way, and it's got a picture of some DNA. So we know that we are on the right path. To close your eyes, put your feet on the floor or lay on the bed and be comfortable, and feel the floor, the bed, the chair beneath you. Feel the support that it offers as you begin to be aware of your breathing in and out. And being aware of your breathing is simply an opportunity to let go of the attachment to the nonstop thinking that happens in our minds. We are beings of thought. And so let us focus on the breath. Let us focus on the love that we breathe in, the love that we express, and the letting go of those things that do not serve us. And as we become more settled, we allow ourselves to become aware of any spaces, places within our body that feel any level of dis-ease. And just for now, let's send love and light to those spaces. Let's send some gratitude to those places. Gratitude for the willingness and the ability to have the imbalances communicated to us in a form that we can listen to, in a form that we can witness. And we allow now that communication to be translated to us in yet another form that we can understand. And so when we have pain in our lower back, we need to understand that we do not feel supported. And as we take it further, we can ask how we are not supporting our own truth. Perhaps it means finally saying no to some of those things that you have been bending over backwards to do for others in the hope of gaining their admiration, their acceptance, their love. And now take a step back and see if it's something that you want to do for the love of doing it, or if it's time to let that piece go. And when we have pain in our joints, we can feel that resentment and that anger that has been keeping us from moving freely, from moving forward, from reaching out to accept the best that we are. And we listen to our guidance tell us that it's time to move forward in the love and the light that we are, rather than feeling obligated to repeat actions and behaviors that have never resulted in the love that we seek. We are not being asked to go kicking and screaming. We are being asked to simply change paths with love and with light. We are being asked to put down the burdens that we thought we needed to carry, and many which were none of our business to begin with. And by carrying someone else's burden, we realize now that we were carrying something that was keeping them from learning their lessons. And as you take a few moments to listen to any other messages from your body, knowing that you can return to this and gain those messages anytime, as often as necessary. We allow the love that we are to blossom and glow and grow. We allow the world to see our love so that we can see the love that we are. And now, as we allow the aligning of all that we are with the highest part of us, the higher mind that we are, we feel that connection to the love within the earth, the stability within the earth, and we feel that spiral up, and we feel our bodies as it opens to the highest vibration, to the light, to the love. And we allow ourselves again to become aware of our breath as we thank our body for communicating, as we thank ourselves for aligning, and as we prepare to step into the day and the week with a renewed sense of self, with a commitment to set loving boundaries for ourselves, allowing others to set their boundaries and to live their love. And we trust that we will hear that communication, we will heed that communication from within, so that we can abide in the strength that comes from being open to all that is. As you're ready, and when you're ready, you can come back into this room, but you don't need to hurry. And know that we will reconnect again next Sunday, and that this can be listened to anytime, but that this is intended to carry you through the week, the month, this year, and all of time. Have a great day.